What's going on, Ninja Clan? I'm Daddy Louie, and in this video we are going to be opening a brand new booster box of Star Wars Unlimited. This game just dropped. I'm super excited about it. You should be super excited about it. Without further ado, let's jump down to the table and check it out. I'm super excited about this game. You should be super excited about this game also. I think I might have said that already, but that's okay. It's worth saying twice. So let's get right into this unboxing. I will do the best that I can to maybe talk about some of the cards, the different... wow, this is being challenged. There we go. Talk about the different card types. Talk about the different rarities. I know that there is probably a decent amount of content covering those things already. But since you were watching me open this stuff, I want to give you as much information as possible. So there are 24 booster packs inside of a booster box. The packs are kind of cool because they actually are made of paper as opposed to foil. So they are significantly easier to open than basically any other TCG out there on the market. So here we go with pack number 1. There are 16 cards in each booster pack. Let's zoom in a little bit. There we go. So there's 16 cards in every booster pack. We are looking for hopefully something good. Each pack comes with a leader card as well as a location. So here in this case, we got the leader card of Hera. She is a rebel leader or a good guy, and she has the green aspect. Each aspect has their own name. The game's still pretty new. I don't have all of the aspects memorized, so I apologize for that. She is a rare, which is kind of cool. You can tell that because she has this little symbol here, which is the rare icon. Leaders are double-sided, so they have a leader side and they have a leader unit side. If you know how the game plays, you'll know what that means. If you don't, I am hoping to make some sort of a video on how to play, but until then there are lots of how to play videos out there. So we got a chopper base. Since there are 24 packs, we're not going to go through each and every single card, but if something of note comes up, I will definitely stop to mention it. So you have a Super Laser Technician, an Alliance X-Wing, a Repair, a First Legion Snowtrooper, Vanguard Infantry, a Cloud City Wing Guard, a Restock, a Swoop Racer, an Asteroid Sanctuary. Now we're getting into our uncommons of the pack. Those were all the commons there. We have a Rogue Squadron Skirmisher. We have a Force Choke. We have a TIE Advanced. Our rare is a Del Miko. And our foil is a common Cargo Juggernaut. So each pack comes with a foil. They can be of any rarity. You just don't know what you get. There is a rare slot, which is where your rare or legendary will be. There are 4 different types of rarities in the game. You have common, uncommon, rare, and legendary. There are also 5 different types of printings, I guess you could call them. You have your regular cards, your hyperspace, your regular foil cards, your hyperspace foils, and then you have what is known as a showcase, and those are always leaders, and they would be in the front. So we don't have one there, but we do have an IG-88 leader, as well as a Kestro City location card. And then we get into our commons. So we have Keep Fighting, Escort Skiff, Vigilant Honor Guards, Jeddah Agitator, Alliance Dispatcher, a Snowspeeder, a Lothal Insurgent, Confiscate, Surprise Strike. I almost said Supreme. Now we're in our uncommons. We have Greedo, Bright Hope, and Attack Pattern Delta, and this is our first hyperspace. So as I mentioned, there are different printing types. So this here is a hyperspace. You can tell the difference because it is borderless, and replacing the border is the these little lines, which kind of represent that it is a borderless. Every card, or it is a hyperspace. Every card in the set has a hyperspace version, which is why there are regular foil, hyperspace, and hyperspace foils. Our rare is Chopper. Let's go, little Chopper. And then our foil. Oh, yeah, baby. So this is a legendary. Millennium Falcon is a legendary, which is one of the 4 rarities. You can tell from the little L symbol there, which might be kind of hard to see. And it is, of course, as you can tell, a foil. So our first legendary of the box is actually a legendary foil, which is outstanding. We will definitely consider that our best card pulled so far, although I am also very excited about Little Chopper. All right, great second pack. Let's get right into pack number 3. Hear that rip. Love the opening. See how easy it is to open these packs. All right, so we have a rare Emperor Palpatine, who is also a hyper force or hyperspace. So you can see the difference here between a bordered leader and a hyperspace leader. Palpatine being a rare, that is a good one to pull. And we can flip him over and you can see him being borderless there. This one's a little hard to tell because he has the darker background, but hopefully we pull another one at some point and we can see the difference. We have a Dagobah Swamp as our location, and then into our commons we have a Rebel Pathfinder, Make an Opening, Cantina, Braggart, I don't know, Consortium Star Viper, a Death Trooper, Wampa, Disarm, Viper Probe Droid, a Bounty Hunter Crew, our uncommons, Forced Surrender, Lieutenant Childson. This card actually messed me up pretty good during my pre-release experience. Because of this ability here, it says when played you can reveal up to 4 of these blue aspect cards in your hand. And if you do, for each card revealed this way, you give an experience token to him. So if you just so happen to have 4 in your hand, which is very possible to do, he gets 4 experience tokens, and each experience token gives him +1/+1. So now for 4, you now have a 6/6 Sentinel, which is essentially like a bodyguard or a blocker. You must attack him before you can attack anything else. Very good card that was really strong in pre-release. Pirated Starfighter. Our rare is a red 3 X-Wing there, and we have a common foil Corellian Freighter, which is super cool. Pack number 4. I am so excited. I don't know if you can tell, but this is just already super fun. Our leader is a common Jyn Erso. We have the Catacombs of Cadria, or Cadria. Our first common is a green Squadron A-Wing, a mercenary company. Restored Arc 170, Infiltrator's Skill, Battlefield Mine, or Marine, sorry, Crafty Smuggler, Rogue Operative, Volunteer Soldier, a common Fleet Lieutenant. That's definitely a hyperspace card there. So as you can see, hyperspaces are not difficult to pull, but very fun, right? Very fun to have. Baz is our first uncommon. Vanguard Ace, Prepare for Takeoff. Our rare slot here looks to be a legendary Avenger. Very cool Imperial vehicle, capital ship, cost 9, 8/8, is the when played on attack, an opponent chooses a non-leader unit they control and defeat that unit. So on play, and every time it attacks, your opponent has to destroy a unit that they control that's not a leader, which is really strong. And then we have a foil uncommon Carabast. And if my pronunciation of any of these, I'm going to put that legendary over here. So we've got 2 legendaries so far, both ships, which is super cool. I think right now, you know, obviously it's very early, but I think the most valuable non-showcase card in the set is Darth Vader. Not Darth Vader the leader, but Darth Vader the unit. We have a common Grand Moff Tarkin leader card. Echo Base is our location. And then into our commons, we have Metal Ceremony, Seasoned Shore Trooper, System Patrol Craft, Open Fire, Recruit, Wilderness Fighter, Syndicate Lackeys, Mining Guild TIE Fighter, Maximum Firepower. First uncommon is a Cantina Bouncer, a General Tag, RIP General Tag, Carabast. Our rare is For a Cause I Believe In, which is an event card, and then our foil is a Gladiator Star Destroyer, which is a common. All right, let's keep the ball rolling here. I've lost track of how many packs we've opened. That showcase will always be that first card, so flipping over your pack is always exciting. So we have Iden Versio. She must be from, I think she's from a video game, if I'm not mistaken. So she is a rare leader card. Didn't have her yet, so that's exciting. We have a Hyperspace Dagobah Swamp location card. Having Hyperspace location cards is great because you're always going to have a location card in your deck of some kind. First common is a Resupply, Academy Defense Walker, Disabling Fang Fighter, Strike True, a 2/1B Surgical Droid, Imperial Interceptor, super cool art there, 7th Fleet Defender, a Frontier ATRT, a common Hyperspace Disabling Fang Fighter. Our first uncommon is Miss Mon Mothma, a Ruthless Raider, an uncommon Yoda. Our rare is a rare Strafing Gunship, and our foil is, I think, my first Hyperspace foil. It is a common Homestead Militia. So very cool to have a foil Hyperspace, even if it is just a common. All right, moving on to the next pack here. As a reminder, we've gotten 2 legendaries, one being a foil. I don't think that counts against our legendary count. I say that in that there are some people online who are determining kind of the average of how many legendaries you get in a booster box. I've seen like 3 to 5 seems to be the average. So 4 is probably the good number that you're trying to shoot for. Can we talk about how awesome this mat is? Yoda is my favorite Star Wars character, so I love this mat. So our leader is Sabine Wren. She is a common. She's the leader that I used in my pre-release event. Didn't do very well. We have Cloud City here, the Administrator's Tower, as our location. Counselor Security Force. Fleet Lieutenant. Mission Brief. Echo Base Defender. Rugged Survivors. Precision Fire. Underworld Thug. Gamorrean Guards. an ATST. Our first uncommon is Inferno 4. General Dodonna. This card is very good in a Rebel deck. It gives all of your other Rebels +1/+1. He helped me out a lot in pre-release. Cartel Spacer. Our rare is a rare Relentless, which is an Imperial Vehicle Capital Ship. Cost 9/8/8. The first event played by each opponent each round loses all abilities. So it basically blanks out the first played event every round by each opponent, which is great. Especially in a multiplayer game, which this game does have, by the way. Our foil is a rare Regional Governor. So a rare foil Regional Governor. The foiling in this game is quite nice. It's refreshing when coming from a game like Lorcana, because personally I'm not a fan of the foiling in Lorcana outside of course, you know, Enchanted. Alright, next pack here we have a common Princess Leia Organa. We have a Capital City location card. Our first common is Vanquish, Partisan Insurgent, Tactical Advantage, Guardian of the Wills, Guerrilla Attack Pod, Homestead Militia, TIE LN Fighter, Surprise Attack. Not going to try and pronounce that first name, Liberator Gunship, because I will screw it up. Our first uncommon is Attack Pattern Delta. This card is super cool. Give a friendly unit 3/3, give another friendly unit 2/2, give a third friendly unit 1/1. Then we have the Benthic 2-Tubes. We have an uncommon Hyperspace Entrenched. Our rare slot is Traitorous. Traitorous. I feel like she's a... oh, it's an upgrade. Upgrade card. And then we have an uncommon foil Hyperspace Mon Mothma. A little difficult to see that it is hyperspace, but you can definitely see those hyperspace-like lines. But look how cool the foiling is in this game. Very, very cool. Alright, next pack. We're not even halfway through this box yet, which is great. I see a Hyperforce. I keep wanting to say Hyperforce. I see a Hyperspace Leader in the front, which is super cool. That would be our second one, because the first one was Emperor Palpatine. So let's see which one we got here. Leia Organa. Very, very cool. She's definitely one of the better leaders in the game, so I'm very excited to have her in a hyperspace. Castro City is our location. Ardent Sympathizer is our first common. Regional Sympathizers, lots of sympathizers, huh? Patrolling V-Wing, Moment of Peace, Occupier Siege Tank, Gladiator Star Destroyer, Carillion Freighter, a Jawa Scavenger, a Swoop Racer. Our first uncommon is Sabine Wren. This is separate from the Sabine Wren leader card. She is just a unit, so you can have multiple of her in a deck. We have Protector, Ezra Bridger, a rare Emperor's Royal Guard, and then our foil is a foil Scout Bike Pursuer. Hey, love me some Biker Scouts. Happy to have that. I love to see a hyper I almost said Hyperforce again. Hyperspace version of that in foil, which would be great. We have an IG-88 leader card, Echo Base Location, Snowspeeder, Resilient, Death Star Stormtroopers, Academy Training, another Biker Scout, Disarm, Cell Block Guard, a ISV Agent, a Hyperspace 7th Fleet Defender, Takedown, Chewbacca. Overwhelming Barrage. This card messed me up a lot in pre-release as well. It's a pretty good card. Give a friendly unit +2/+2 for the turn, or for the phase. Then it deals damage equal to its power, divided as you choose among any number of other units. So if you have a really strong leader, it can just, or a strong character that you use it on. Okay, we have a rare Fett's Fire Spray. So this is the Slave 1, or formerly called Slave 1. And then we have an uncommon foil Mon Mothma. Alright, moving on to the next pack here. Our leader card is Boba Fett. Everyone's saying the best leader currently in the game. Too bad it's not a a showcase version, because that's going to be the most expensive card in the set, probably. Catacombs of Cadria, or Cadria, is our location. We have a Cargo Juggernaut, Keep Fighting, an Escort Skiff, Vigilant Honor Guards, a Jedha Agitator, Alliance Dispatcher, Snapshot Reflexes. Love this card, not just because of the art, but the art is good. I pulled a Hyperspace version in pre-release, but when you play it, it gives +1/+1 to one of your characters, but it also allows that character to then, or unit, to then attack, which is very good. Lothal Insurgent, Confiscate. Our first uncommon is Greedo. Rebel Assault, a Fifth Brother. We have a legendary. Let's see what our legendary is. This would be legendary number 3 on the box. It is a Cunning. It is an event card. 4 cost, has a double of the yellow aspect here. Choose 2 in any order. So 1 is return a non-leader unit with 4 or less to its owner's hand. Give a unit +4/+0. Exhaust up to 2 units, which means to tap them or suspend them. And an opponent discards a random card from their hand. So it's pretty good. And then we have a common foil ceremony, metal ceremony. So 3 legendaries so far, one of which was foil. Again, I don't think that the foil counts against our numbers if you're counting, you know, your average of what you get per box. So I would say we've pulled 2 when looking at that. Our leader is another Grand Moff Tarkin. We have a Hyperspace Catacombs of Cadria. We have a Wampa as our first common. Super Laser Technician, Cloud City Wing Guard, Spec Force Soldiers, Steadfast Battalion, Asteroid Sanctuary, Waylay, a Snowtrooper Lieutenant, a Hyperspace Wing or Cloud City Wing Guard. Our first uncommon is General Veers, Power of the Dark Side. Was that in the uncommon slot? It is. In an uncommon slot, a non-foil legendary Hyperspace Millennium Falcon. So we already got 1 Millennium Falcon, and now we have 2. I guess I need to play a deck with Millennium Falcon. Very, very cool. Super hyped. And then we have a rare. It's just weird that that was in the uncommon slot. That's pretty interesting. Because now we're going into the rare slot, which is a rare Don't Get Cocky. And then our foil slot is a foil Wampa. So very interesting, and I'm not complaining by any means, but it's very interesting that this Hyperspace Legendary was in the uncommon slot. Let me know in the comments below if that's something that you've seen before, or even knew was possible. Alright, we're about halfway through our box now. Here is a Grand Inquisitor leader card, which is our first Grand Inquisitor, I believe. We have Chopper Base as our location, Consortium Star Viper, Death Trooper, Cantina Braggart. I know I'm messing these names up. Vanguard Infantry, Alliance X-Wing, Repair, Viper Probe Droid, a Bounty Hunter Crew, a Restock. Our first uncommon is Mr. Bib Fortuna, Colonel Yularen, Zeb, our good friend Zeb. Our rare is a Bail Organa, and our foil is a common Snapshot Reflexes. Man, love the foiling. That rainbow foiling just is so good. So good. How fun is opening these packs? How fun is opening these packs? Our leader is Jyn Erso. Our location is Echo Base. And then we have a... I don't think that we've opened a rare base. Let's look real quick. I'm going to set that off to the side. There are rare bases in the set, or locations. And they have less health, but they have abilities on them. And I think we've only gotten generic colored ones, which are 30 health, which is the max at the moment. But they're vanilla. They don't have any abilities. So if you want an ability on your location, you have to sacrifice some of your health to get that. We have a Wampa, a Super Laser Tech, Cloud City Wingguard, Spec Force Soldier, Steadfast Battalion, Cargo Juggernaut, Asteroid Sanctuary, Snow Trooper Lieutenant, listen to me, Mining Guild TIE Fighter, Two Tubes, Mr. Two Tubes, our first uncommon there, another General Veers, an Inferno 4 TIE Fighter, which is cool. We have a rare K2SO, our first K2SO. Love K2SO. And then we have a common foil disabling Fang Fighter. Good stuff. Our leader is a Hyperspace IG-88. I actually got one of these in pre-release, but happy to have a second. Our location, or our base, is Catacombs Cadria, or Cadria. Consortium Star Viper, Death Trooper, Cantina Dude, Vanguard Infantry, Alliance X-Wing, Repair, Bounty Hunter Crew, a Restock, Snapshot Reflexes. Our first uncommon is Entrenched, Ezra Bridger. I think that might be our first Ezra Bridger. The Good Colonel here. A Legendary is coming up. What is it going to be? Legendary Black 1. This is, of course, Poe Dameron's X-Wing. I don't think it's called an X-Wing. It's a Resistance fighter. 6 cost 4/4. When played and when defeated, you may discard your hand if you do draw 3 cards. So some clarification that I got on one of the Facebook groups is that even if you have no cards in your hand to discard, you have still been considered to have discarded your hand. So basically, you empty your hand, play this card, and you get to draw 3, which is great. And then we have an uncommon, The Force is With Me. I'm putting black one. So we're at 5 legendaries right now in this box. 3 came from the rare slot, 1 came from the foil slot, and 1 came from the uncommon slot, which is crazy to me. The Force is With Me is an uncommon foil. All right, we're getting semi-low here. I count 6, maybe 8 packs left, 9 packs left, plus this one. Let's flip over and see what we got. We have another Sabine Wren leader, a Dagobah Swamp base, Infiltrator skill, Battlefield Marine, Rebel Pathfinder, Make an Opening, First Legion Snowtrooper, Volunteer Soldier, Swoop Racer, Viper Probe Droid, a common hyperspace Wampa, Smuggling Compartment, Blizzard Assault AT-AT, a Sabine Wren, a rare Jedi lightsaber. It's our first Jedi lightsaber. And a common foil Crafty Smuggler. Excited for that lightsaber. I don't know how many lightsabers are in the game, but if there's multiple, that would be cool. Our leader is Grand Moff Tarkin. Our base is Chopper Base. We have a Green Squadron A-Wing, Recruit, Wilderness Fighter, Open Fire, Mercenary Company, a restored Arc 170, Maximum Firepower, Disarm, Rogue Operative, 97th Legion is our first uncommon, a Star Wing Scout, that looks new, Kanan Jarrus. Our rare is a Search Your Feelings, and our foil is a common Fleet Lieutenant. All right, we've got seven packs left from this booster box. Would love a foil hyperspace legendary, obviously, or a showcase, showcase. Oh, a rare Cassian Andor. This is our first Cassian Andor, I believe. We have a Hyperspace Command Center base card, Medal Ceremony, Seasoned Shore Trooper, 2 1B Surgical Droid, Disabling Fang Fighter, Strike True, System Patrol Craft, Frontier AT-RT, Waylay, Syndicate Lackeys, an uncommon Admiral Ozell, Takedown, No Good to Me Dead. We have a rare Sneak Attack and a common foil Homestead Militia. 6 packs to go if you are counting. We have a Leia Organa leader card and a Command Center base. Rugged Survivors, Imperial Interceptor, Resupply, Academy Defense Walker, Precision Fire, Surprise Strike, ATST, 7th Fleet Defender, a Hyperspace Gamorrean Guards, Wing Leader, Shoot First, uncommon, Rebel Assault. A rare base is going to be our rare slot. Also something I didn't know, apparently the rare bases are in the rare slot and not in the base slot, whereas the rare leaders are in the leader spot, which is interesting. So this is Tarkin Town, which is an interesting name. So you can see here it has only 25 health, but it has this epic action. Epic actions can only be used once per game, so you need to kind of weigh that as well. And it says deal 3 damage to a damaged non-leader unit. So are you willing to sacrifice 5 health for a 3 damage trigger at any point in time? And then we have an uncommon foil Power Failure. 5 packs to go. Come on, give me one more legendary. Why not? Not that trying to be selfish with the legendaries, but. And our leader is nice, a Hyperspace Chewbacca, Not a big fan of the art, but Chewbacca is a pretty good leader in this game at the moment, so excited to have him in a hyperspace version. We have the Ambassador's Tower as our base card, Partisan Insurgent as our first common, Fleet Lieutenant, Tactical Advantage, Counselor, Security Force, Mission Briefing, Homestead Militia, Crafty Smuggler, whoop, grab the extra one. Not going to say that name, Liberator Gunship, Underworld Thug. Our first uncommon is a Reinforcement Walker. We have Power Failure, an ATST Suppressor. Here's a legendary. Let's go. What is it going to be? A Devastator Star Destroyer capital ship. Almost all of our legendaries except one have been ships, which is super cool. So this is a 10 cost, 10/10. It has Sentinel, which is again like a bodyguard. It has Overwhelm, which if you're familiar with Magic is essentially trample, and then which means that it can, when it attacks a unit, any excess damage goes to the player, to the base. And has when played, you may deal damage to a unit equal to the number of resources you control. And then final card is a foil hyperspace common frontier AT-AT, which is very shiny and rainbowy. Okay, 4 packs left to go. We've done very well on the legendary front. Definitely can't complain about this box. So anything that we get now is just super bonus. So we have a Director Krennic, our first Krennic. He is a common leader. Kestro City is our base. Guerrilla Attack Pod, patrolling V-Wing. Vanquish. Occupier Siege Tank, Echo Base Defender. Guardian of the Wills, Jawa Scavenger, Gamorrean Guards, TIE LN Fighter. Our first uncommon is Fighters for Freedom, Devotion, Bamboozle, a rare Jabba the Hutt. Very cool. And our foil is a common, not gonna say that first name, Liberator Gunship. 3 packs to go. Our leader is an IG-88 leader. We have Chopper Base in a hyperspace. I believe I pulled one of these in pre-release. So, one of the cool things too about this game that I haven't mentioned yet is that the backs of the leader cards are the backs of the base cards are also tokens. So, because it's Hyperforce or hyperspace, we have that hyperspace token, which is pretty cool. Escort Skiff, our Scout Trooper, another Sympathizer, Academy Training, Moment of Peace, more Sympathizers, Cell Block Guard, ISB Agent, Carillion Freighter, Outmaneuver, Admiral Piet. Then we have a nice, looks like we're getting a rare Hyperspace Energy Conversion Lab. And I believe this was also in an uncommon slot. Interesting. So this has the epic action of play a unit that costs 6 or less from your hand and give it ambush, which lets it swing the turn that it comes in. That seems like a pretty good ability to sacrifice 5 health for. So excited to give that a shot. We then have a rare. Saw Rare. and a rare foil Bendu. Alright, 2 packs left. Oh man. 2 packs left to go. Sad that we are coming to the end of the box, but man, was it fun to open. We have a regular Chewbacca to go with our hyperspace that we got earlier. Capital City is our base. We got Honor Guards. We got the Agitator. We got the Snowspeeder, a Star Destroyer, Resilient, Death Star, Stormtrooper, Confiscate, Outer Rim, Headhunter, a common Hyperspace Academy Defense Walker, an uncommon Rallying Cry, an uncommon The Force is With Me. There's another Hyperspace. I think it could either be an uncommon, it could be legendary, it could be whatever that last uncommon slot is. Apparently it can just be anything when it's Hyperspace. So fingers crossed that it's Hyperspace something amazing. It is an uncommon Fifth Brother. Our rare slot is a rare Bombing Run, and then our foil is a foil common Occupier Siege Tank. Last pack magic, here we go. Before we open it, let's recap what we've gotten so far in this box as far as legendaries go. So we got the regular Devastator, we got the regular Black 1, we got a Cunning, we got an Avenger, we also got that foil Millennium Falcon, and we got that Hyperspace Millennium Falcon. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 legendaries in one box. I will take it. I will take it. But if we can pull that showcase, now's the time. And our leader is Mr. Boba Fett. Not anything fancy, but it is still a Boba Fett. We have a Command Center base, Keep Fighting, Alliance Dispatcher, Cargo Juggernaut, Spec Force Soldier, Steadfast Battalion, Snowtrooper Lieutenant, Snapshot Reflexes, Lothal Insurgent, Homestead Militia in a hyperspace, Distant Patroller, Bosk, Hardpoint Heavy Blaster. Our rare slot is a rare Frontline Shuttle, and our foil is an uncommon Overwhelming Barrage. This was so much fun. So much fun. Thank you everyone for watching. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. We want to make more Star Wars Unlimited content. So if you want to see it, please support the channel by doing all of those things. And as I always like to say, make sure that you take care of yourself, take care of each other, play your games, paint your miniatures, and I will see you guys in the next video. May the Force be with you.